Geek. I'm Christine.
I'm Andrea.
And we are here talking about the third installment of Faith. I was so excited when this came out at the end of March. So it's been out for a few weeks, just so you know.
I will bask in the oozing of your excitement.
Of my excitement and my glow.
Yeah.
Because I really do, I really like this series, and something I didn't know about comics when we got started with this was like, they give you like, just like a portion, and I'm not the kind of person who's a fan of like...
It's suspenseful.
I don't like that. Like, I don't like cliffhanger TV shows.
Love it.
That's why I binge watch all of my Netflix shows, because I can't do just a piece. So I was really excited when.
Waiting until next week to find out. Heck
no,
that's what
I'm
Hulu's
not.
for. That's what you got Netflix and Hulu for.
Well, and with this, you have to wait. Like, I had to wait a month, and I was like heartbroken. And so I got done with the second one. I was like, I have to wait a month, and now I still have like 3 weeks until the fourth installment of Faith comes out. So I'm like kind of, yeah. It's already ordered for me, so it's just going to be waiting at the store for me.
Right. So I think we should just start series and then like when there is already a bunch
when they're already there.
So you don't have to wait, because I ain't about that life.
Yeah. So we started out, the end of Faith 2 was the bad guys were coming in, and they kind of like caught up with her. And something I really liked about that, we're not going to like give you like a play-by-play of this.
No, you have to go buy your own Faith.
Yeah, you have to go buy your own copy. But something I did like is that she sacrifices. And so she's going to give up this piece. She's going to give up her identity to save people. And I love that sacrificial thought process that she has. I really like her personality. I absolutely love her sacrificial nature. And yet she's still really strong-willed. But there is something, like you and I were talking about it earlier, and you kind of like made a comment about her emotions.
Yeah, she was a little more cryy in the third one.
Cryy.
She did. I think there was
right.
more of a tenderness to her. She was very... I guess stuck in between, because she did have to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
And like in the middle of that, I think she was just she started to understand what the ultimate picture was.
Yeah.
With her being a superhero and what that actually meant, and what that meant her actually giving up, and what that meant to the people around her, because it also like put a target on her back. And so anybody that would be associated with her would also then become a target as well.
Yes.
And so that, I think she was just coming into the realization of that. And and then, she does, it's a little emotional.
Yeah.
And so you do cry about it a lot. Mm-hmm. Or she did anyway.
Yeah.
And then there are aliens.
Well, yeah, you get to see like...
Right, you can't have a good comic without aliens. Come on.
Well, I love the fact that in this, because you see kind of like tidbits of the bad guys in Faith 1 and 2, but like you really are getting into like who the villain is in this one. And I'm like really excited because I loved the fact that they like took you to like this area, and it's who the bad guys are, who the villain is just really kind of interesting.
And the graphics in it are phenomenal.
Yes.
The pictures, the colors,
coloring,
everything is great.
Yes, the images are amazing. And so I really liked, and I like the fact that we also got to see, like, because she kind of talks about this TV show that she really likes, and so she gets
it looks like jacked up Barbie dolls, let me just tell you right now.
It's kind of
I think
true.
it'd be hilarious to kind of make like a toy theme out of these chicks, because they are kind of freaky.
They are.
They look like that Sid guy got a hold of them from Toy Story 2, from the Toy Story show, and decided to make
like a creepy Barbie. Yeah. But I really like the fact that we're seeing like not just Faith the superhero, but like we're seeing Faith the geek come out in this. Like that's what I really like. I saw that she's like, oh, I get to interview her, and so I loved that.
She gets to daydream about stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What I do like about her, I do like that aspect of her, that she gets to like she shows daydreaming and stuff.
Yeah.
What I find hilarious is like when she's daydreaming and it cuts out to her daydreaming, she's got like crazy eye. Like
she does.
They like
her makeup,
because you have to figure out like, okay, well, this is her normal, this is her superhero, this is her daydreaming, and then it really comes off like she's got crazy eye, and you're like, what is going on with her makeup, girl? You need to figure that out. But then I'm like, oh, it's because she's dreaming or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that she daydreams, because that's what I do probably
3/4 of the day.
3/4 of the
Yeah,
day.
you're not the only one.
Daydream.
You and I just sit there, like,
What
daydream.
if
What if that
I
happened?
could have a chocolate cake and eat it?
There you go. But I like, what I really liked about the fact that because her geeking out brings out the daydreams,
Right.
and it's like she doesn't stop geeking out because she becomes a superhero. Like,
Right.
I just absolutely loved. I don't know. Like, that's something that I
It
absolutely.
kind of went
loved
hand
about
in
it.
hand.
Yes.
So maybe geeks really are superheroes. Like I've said before, like maybe that's just what it is. Like we just have to hone in and find our superpower.
So I'm gonna be flying away today,
I don't know.
saving money on the gas.
I would totally like to do mind reading, but I think
I don't want to know what people are thinking. I'm afraid. Like, what people think is on
kidding.
them.
So okay, so we talked a lot about
Yes.
what we really like about faith and all of
Yeah.
that. But what are some of our concerns that we don't necessarily enjoy
Yeah.
about faith?
For me, I think that the one thing, I don't know. I don't
I'll
have
tell you,
anything.
I don't like her douchebag ex-boyfriend. Absolutely don't like him.
I think that, yeah, they did a really good job of, like, portraying her ex-boyfriend in the reality TV star light of just a jerk.
Right.
And he is, like, a horrible person.
Right. He's just like a dude. He's just like one of those, I don't know, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Those like dudes. Like I'm just
Yeah.
a dude. I'm like, totally cool and everything I do is cool. I'm just a dude. I don't
I'm a very specific
you can start
person
to
in my
think about
brain.
what that looks like in your
Yes.
head. He's like,
Yes.
hey, what's going on?
I know exactly who that is. Unfortunately, I know exactly who that is.
But the dude that I'm kind of referencing, like, he's really not that way.
Yeah,
but
he's
anyway.
not. But I personally don't like her boss. Like, her boss rubs me like, I want to stab her in the eye with, like, a straight razor.
That's vicious.
Yes, it is. But she's just, like, even after, like, certain things come to the surface, like, her boss, like, if it were me and certain things came to the surface, I would be like, oh, I really need to treat you differently because
you could kill me.
you could kill me. You could throw me out a window. But her boss, no, her boss doesn't care. And so it's just like, I just don't like, I mean, I think that they purposefully drew her the way that she's drawn.
Right.
But I don't like the way she's drawn because it
And her
makes me angry.
Her character fits how they physically drew her
Yes.
in the comic, which
Yes.
I love that too. Because like you look at her and you're like, oh, she's a bee.
Yeah.
Like she definitely represents that on
That kind of
in
person.
the picture form.
Yes.
And then you read her character and you're like, I just really don't like you any more than I did when I saw you. So,
Yeah. No, completely. I think that I'm really interested in the way they brought the villains into this, and I'm really excited about seeing, like, what the next episode. I don't know what they're called. Are they episodes? I don't know. They're issues. Okay,
Issues, like,
issues.
yes.
Yes. Okay, so I was like, I don't know what it's called. No, I'm really excited about what the next issue is. I knew that it was that. I just couldn't remember the word. I'm excited about
too big, fit in mouth. No, brain
Nope,
can't
I
comprehend.
can't. Words. No. This is why I'm an actress. People give me my words.
Right.
So I'm really excited about the next issue. The sad thing is that there's only 4 issues for Faith, and I'm kind of like a little heartbroken because I really wish that there was going to be more, because I'm like, this can't be her only story. Rude. Superman's got a million stories. Why can't Faith?
Well, maybe she will.
Hopefully.
You never know.
So, nonetheless.
So here we go. We made it through 1 and 2
And
now
3.
3.
So now 4 comes out at the end of April. I think it
And
says.
then we'll be venturing on that whole thing. And,
Yes.
know,
April 27th is
closing
when
it out.
Faith 4 comes out. And so I'm really,
Amazing.
yeah, I'm really excited.
The final cut,
The
as
final
they
cut.
would say.
Yes. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know. Andrea's not nearly as excited as I am.
You know what? It's all right. Like, I actually like Faith.
Yeah.
And, she is my, Christine is my book on tape, my comic book on tape. And she will read it to me as I go through and look at the pictures. And we discuss it. And we like different things and different elements of the comic books.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
because, I'm not a comic book reader, but I still enjoy comic books. I really enjoy the art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, so, it just kind of works. We just kind of,
It balances out.
found something about it
Yeah.
that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And that really is kind of what we're doing with Nouveau Geek, is that we're
Yeah.
sort of finding stuff that would be a little bit intimidating to, like,
Anybody else.
to anybody else,
Yeah.
to anybody,
Yeah.
but just finding something that we like and just enjoy it and not worry about
I don't
like not feel so
self-conscious about it. Like I don't
Right,
like the fact that like for the longest time, because I kept talking about how I wanted to read comics, and every person that I said it to, including not even including my husband, but like everybody else, they're like, it's going to be overwhelming. That was like the phrase that people would say to me, like, it's going to be overwhelming and you're going to end up not being able to like, you like kind of dive in the deep end. And I'm like, that's not how you can walk into the shallow end of this and kind of like wade out into the pool of comics. And that's what we're doing with this.
You could basically go as deep as you want to go into it. I mean, you can start off, pretty basic and stuff, and then you can get like crazy up into it. And I've seen both areas, and I wouldn't consider myself a comic geek. I do. I really, really like the art in it. And the colors.
No, the art is amazing.
I am I don't know how you would say.
You are a wife of an artist, and so art is it. No, but it's true because like for you, like that's something that is really important. Is the art side, like you value that in people.
Right. And so, I also value like how much time and effort it takes to put into a comic book. Like you think that it's just a bunch of like random pictures put together, whatever, but there is like a storyline. There is a whole process. Yeah. And I am very like humbled by that process and this whole thing. Yeah. And it isn't as overwhelming as it needs, like as people make it. Like it can be, but it really doesn't have to be. And Faith was really, I'm very thankful for Faith because it really did open up a whole new perspective of comics in general for me.
Something that I really liked about Faith is that we didn't get to start seeing the villains until this one. Right. And so for me, I was like, at the end of every issue, and again, I was like, I don't like cliffhangers, I don't like to be continued, but like I had to see, like, is the villain gonna show? Right. And I want to see what Faith is gonna do with this, and so I'm really excited about like the way they kind of and I knew that there's only going to be 4 issues, and so they kind of had to like move it along rather quickly as opposed to like 15 where they could spread it out, right? Kind of thing. So I really liked the progression of the story in this.
Yeah, and I think like in the first 2 you're really getting to know Faith a little bit better. Yeah, and then it really and in 3 it just kind of busts her out into like now she's hardcore. Yeah. And so I am excited for for the 4th one because I think it'll be way more action packed and that it like it kind of progressed up to that. Yeah. So like it starts off sort of like all friendly and and then bam. Yeah. Like here we go. Bam.
But it's true. And they have like a little bit of action in each. But I think you're right. I think the 4th one is going to be like her kicking butt and taking names kind of thing. Right. I really am excited for that. And then I think also character development wise, I think that Faith really has come out of her shell in this. You kind of made the comment that she's a little bit more cryy, emotional in this one. But no, it's true because like I think that we get to see like a bigger piece of her personality in this one. Right. Like we saw a piece of it and then a piece of it, and so it just kind of like leads up because you can't just like throw everything in the first one.
Right. Well, it just kind of seemed like in the first couple of ones, she was very, I'm going to say insecure, like quiety, sort of not really sure. Like she was still kind of transitioning into what she was going to be. Yeah. In Phase 3, it seems like she understood the weight of what her superpower
really was. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that's where like all the cry stuff comes in because like once you understand that concept of like you can't like there is like a balance between being a superhero, like this is what you're supposed to do and this is what I want to do. And like I think that was where the crying started to happen within her. Yeah. And so you could see that transition. Weepy crying. No, it was literally like this, I don't know, sort of a release sense of
like it felt like she was wearing the weight of the world on her shoulders, and she was like able to like
and like in the first and second one, like you didn't really see that, like you could sort of see her like kind of doing a little bit of a struggle or whatever, but it was very evident in the third one, like exactly what that was. It pinpointed it very well. Yeah. And so you can see her transitioning out of this sort of irrelevant sort of a character into like this very strong character. Yeah.
So, I love the cover of the one. I got the B cover for Faith because there's multiple covers that you can get for each of these. Right. And like I love the cover that I got because she's like popping out of a telephone booth. Like, I purposefully got it for that. But she's just like, yes, I'm here. And I thought it was great.
Needs to be blue. Just saying.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Moving on.
I'm just going to throw that out there. So, for all you other geeks that understand exactly what that meant.
It doesn't mean. Please.
I know what that meant.
I know what that meant. Anyways, so if you guys know what that meant, leave it in the comments below.
Right.
Yes.
Let's
get that going. Yes, you get
day.
your Nouveau Geek start for the day. We're gonna start putting like stickers. So if you guys like the video,
do it.
If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, because if not, she's gonna come after me.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and share the video with your friends, your family,
your grandma,
your grandma, whoever. Share it, and let us know in the comments below what you thought of Faith. If you guys have read Faith, we want to know your thought process on Faith.
Right.
So
what
far.
did you like about her character?
Yeah.
And what did you basically what are your likes and what are your dislikes about the whole comic in general? And what are you excited to find out about in the 4th issue?
Yeah. And we want to say also a big thank you to Original Comics and Collectibles, just for opening a door for us that we were not expecting.
Helping with us, help educate us in this whole thing. And they were super sweet and nice about it.
Super awesome.
And thanks to MagicCon for having us.
Yes. We're just going to give quite a few thank yous.
We'd be like, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, we can totally hit that up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nouveau Geek is done for the day.
Nouveau Geek out.
Nouveau Geek out. Bye, you guys. See you next week.
We're going to get all Faith up in here.